Hello, folks. I'm the Red Red, and this is our adventuring guild. Last we left off, we were having a little struggle with bandits near the guild, threatening some, well, killing some innocent merchants. We've cleared them out from the immediate area, but we still have to deal with Alyssa here, the one survivor of deal with. We still have to help Alyssa, the one survivor of a bandit attack. How can I help, Guildmaster? Eden, there's something I need to talk to you about. I'm here to listen, Guildmaster. After a short explanation. What happened to the girl is a tragedy. Losing one's family. That's why I wanted to know if there was anything you can do for her. Or specifically what the Church of Gahunta can do for her. I heard that they, more often than not, help people who lost their livelihoods or families. That's certainly true. Gahunta has taught us that we have to offer a helping hand to those in need. She wishes so. If she wishes so, we can take her in and help her start a new life somewhere peaceful. I see. It's good to know. I should talk to the merchant's daughter about this. She should still be in the tavern. How else can I help? Tell me about Nora. So, about your acolyte Nora. What about her? I was just wondering what kind of relationship you two have. It seemed like she really holds you in high regard. She is my acolyte in name only. Nothing more, nothing less. A position I didn't want her to have in the first place. Then why let her become your acolyte? I didn't have the heart to refuse her. What do you... Guildmaster, please, could you let it rest? I do not want to talk about it. I understand. I won't pry any further. Thank you, Guildmaster. How else can I help you? That's all. May Gahunta bless you, Guildmaster. Let's take a moment to train our adventurers. Karen, you've got a couple of skill points here. We were struggling to find things for you to do. So, Divine Wrath. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, and that blows through all of our money. So... Len, you know what? Yeah, we're nearly out of money. We will talk to the girl tomorrow. Let's just jump straight into something that pays well. Clear an adventure. Collect 4 rare mushrooms. There's plenty of traps here. Just real quick. Got a mage. Priest. Elaine, you are our heavy this time. And... Oh, Penelope and Chase, you two literally don't have any gear, so Colton, you'll be... We've got to make new gear for them since they switched classes. Take minimum amount of supplies. Some potions just in case. Elaine, this is literally from your parents. You keep that. Bandages, poison resistance. real quick. Let's go to the merchant. How much do these potions sell for? 100 apiece. I won't sell them unless we really have to. 23. Unless we want to go fighting, but it's not that much of an increase, so yeah. Let's run on this quest. Lane's a little lower level than we would like for it, but I'm sure we'll be able to do it. We don't have to fight anyone for this. Elite encounters. Treasure symbol. Hold great treasure. I guess we'll start off this direction. And go ahead and yes, thank you. You know what? I just don't want to. Let's use this shovel here. Collect this mushroom. Some gems, some gold. More gems and gold. Use another shovel to come up through here. Collect this mushroom. As much as I would like the elite item from the spiders there, if we can just get in and out. Party stumbled on an unsettling sight. Before them were corpses of lizard men littered around a strange symbol on the ground, which looked like it was drawn with blood. It eerily looked like some demonic ritual of some sort. Let's examine it. Raphael, you're plenty intelligent. You can figure out what's going on here. After examining the site, Raphael could tell these lizard men were trying to summon a demon. Unfortunately for them, summoning one would require a lot more arcane power, which apparently none of these had. The party wondered why the lizardmen would try to summon a demon. Raphael realized that such a ritual would also have required some valuable gems and started to inspect the bodies of the lizardmen. Just as expected, he found several valuable gems. Knowing now what the function of the ritual was, they started destroying the site, removing any trace of it so that nobody else could use it if they were to stumble on it like them. Some bravery, handful of gems, some herbs here. That last mushroom. There we are. We got the mushrooms. One last chest. Let's lockpick it. Colton, get it open. Ring of Minor Initiative. Colton, you can have it. And this book. Elaine, you get it. And then we're done. No fighting. Just in and out. Nab some gems off a demonic ritual site. Plenty of gold to keep us going. Plenty of promotion. All around. Red. Viola, you look more uptight than usual. How come? Spare me your humor. We have more important matters. We received an urgent quest from a nearby village. How urgent? They're in danger of getting raided by bandits. They say that bandits show up and declare that the Bandit King is demanding a tribute from them. Bandit King? I guess we got a reason why the bandits have been acting up lately. They were ready to pay the bandits whatever they wanted, but instead of money they wanted half their people. They wanted actual people? Yes. For what purpose? I don't know. But the bandits threatened to destroy the village if they didn't have the people ready for the next time they return. Of course, the villagers do not want to meet their demands and are desperate. They've asked us to protect them. What about the local lord? Shouldn't he be protecting them? I heard House Greyhorn is preparing a subjugation force against these bandits. But they won't spare any men for the protection of the village. The bandits will probably come in great number. I'm not sure if our adventurers are at the level where they could handle that. You're the guildmaster. What shall we do? We accept the quest. This is actually an opportunity for us. Lately our name hasn't been spreading as much with the usual quests we're getting. But saving a village could really help us spread our fame. If we fail, then it might really be the end of us. I never said it wasn't a gamble, but without any risks, we won't achieve anything. And besides, I don't think Fran would be very happy if we just turned our backs on the villagers. I put up the quest. Send the adventurers whenever you think they're ready. So yes, we need to train adventurers to go on that. Make sure they're... Oh, not where I intended to go. Cavern. We wanted to talk to Alyssa here. Is everything alright? Yeah, that was a stupid question. My name is Red. I'm the guildmaster here. What is your name? Alyssa. Alyssa. Do you still have family? No. They were everything I have. My father, my mother, and my older brother, all gone. I talked to the priest from the Church of Ganenta. If you have nowhere else to go, then they would be able to take you in. You would leave your old life behind and start a new life, and with time, the pain will become a faint memory. Is that alright with you? I don't know. She's probably too numb from everything that's happened to make a decision. Then take your time. It's not like you have to make a decision now. Just think about it. Maybe you'll find a better path on your own. You can stay as long as you want until you've made a decision. Thank you. I'll leave you alone. Here for a drink, Guildmaster? How have things been lately? Well, the amount of injured travelers arriving here has increased, and they all tell the same story. Bandits attacking people and not letting them leave in peace. I don't know if this is how the survivors try to cope with the shock, but the stories they're telling isn't great for the morale of the adventurers. It's been quite depressing in the tavern. Still don't want that drink? Oh, shh! Don't mention that name in here. Every traveler that comes here has already heard of him, and every time someone mentions BK, the mood here takes a deep dive. So he already made a name for himself. You tell me. A lot of stories floating around him, and it's hard to tell which ones are real and which are pure exaggeration. But one thing is certain. This Bandit King is a terrifying man. Still don't want that drink? That's all. Always a seat free for you here. So yeah, this time around, this week, we only got the one adventure. We've got a fair bit of gold here. Alyssa, we just need to wait for her to make a decision. I'm going to purchase the party size and train up our adventurers. Everyone who's waiting on a level. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. Let's train everyone who's waiting on a level. Part of me is wanting to min-max based on things I know about how the leveling system works in a little bit, but I don't think I really need to. I don't think I really want to. Yep, rolled 2 there, but both of those are... Oh, we're not getting a lot from... Reroll. Yeah, significantly better roll. Everyone on the training ground, Raphael, you are... Have we run out of spell points with you? You don't have any particulars. I'm going to throw fire magic and yeah, inner power. Karen, didn't we just level you up? Oh, yeah, we leveled you up, but we ran out of gold. Yeah, you can be specialized against undead. Someone's gotta be. And Elan, you've got plenty of endurance, you've got talented. Actually, because you've got talented, I'm gonna give you second wind. I really don't want you dying on us. Magica, right? That's your name? You require my attention. I guess you're not really interested in guild affairs, are you? To be precise, I do not have any interest in the Adventure Guild at all. That's a good start into the conversation. My main interest lies in the study of the ancient empire that preceded the 9 kingdoms we know today. Anything outside of that is no concern of mine. And how did you end up in the Adventure Guild? Are you asking out of curiosity, or is this just a misguided attempt at a casual conversation? Just please answer the question. Very well then. It was about 5 years ago when I came upon an ancient artifact that was sold by a simple merchant. It was one I've never seen before, and I asked the man where he found it. He told me that the Adventure Guild had sold him the artifact, so I traveled to the guild to see if they had more. It would be an understatement to say I was surprised when I saw dozens of artifacts the Adventure Guild had just lying around in their storage room. Apparently, adventurers are quite inclined to find such artifacts during their quests. I guess they do. I've also found several during my time as an adventurer. They're usually hard to sell, so most of the time I threw them away. Probably shouldn't tell her that. It was then that I made an arrangement with the guildmaster at that time. While not as meaningful as my knowledge of the ancient empire, I was well versed in the practice of the arcane arts. I offered to teach adventurers that knowledge in exchange. I would be the only one to whom the guild could sell their artifacts to. After an agreement, I hope you intend to keep, Guildmaster. I guess I don't see anything wrong with that. Wonderful. With that, you also answered my only question for you. So you're saying that you're not interested in anything else about me. It's refreshing to see that the current Guildmaster is quite fast to grasp the situation. Is there anything more you need to discuss? Bandits, a topic I very much lack an interest in. Banditry is just a common problem that has persisted throughout time and is proof of our inadequacies as a society. During the time of the ancient empire, when human prosperity was its highest, the crime rate used to be accordingly low. Unfortunately, since the collapse, none of the emergent kingdoms have managed to reach the level of law and order of the empire. So, you're saying that everything used to be better in the old times. Do not treat what I said as a jest. I was merely stating the facts. Is there more you need to discuss? That's all. I shall return to my studies then. I think we could probably fit another quest in if we have... I know I need a staff. I need some cloth. You are a rogue, so you need some swords. Um... Let's just take a regular quest. Swarming with enemies. Let's just explore this old fortress. Raphael, Donovan, Paula, and Elaine again. Get everything in order. I don't think we need anything else. So let's not worry about it. Elaine, I want you directly in front. Oh. We can already send one more adventure. That purchase was instant. Paula, you're a rogue. Colton, you're also a rogue. We don't have any rangers, actually, now that I realize. But, Colton, you can use the experience. Again, going directly in the center. And now it recommends a couple more. There we go. Now we're ready. All we need to do is explore enough of the map. Let's start with going north. Before the party stood the statue of an unknown man. Whoever that man was, it seemed like he was important, seeing how both of his eyes were adorned with the two biggest rubies the party has ever seen. It was strange how after all this time the rubies were still there, as they were so clearly asking to be grabbed. Raphael recognizes the man on the statue. Before anyone could say anything, Colton was already climbing the statue and picked the rubies from the statue's eye. There's no chance in hell Colton would miss out on the opportunity and decided on his own these rubies would be coming along with them. The moment the rubies were removed from their sockets, something strange happened. The statue, which seemed to still be in fine condition despite its age, started to break down in the middle. Colton, who was still in the upper half of the statue, fell down alongside the upper half of the statue. Colton landed on his face and got himself a bleeding nose. Other than that, he was fine. The other members of the party were a little bit upset that Colton acted as unknown, but they otherwise relieved that nothing else seemed to have happened. Colton just laughed it off and said that the price of bloody nose was worth the rubies. If only he knew what the real price was. Ooh, he is now cursed. Well, Colton, I'm assuming you're greedy? Yep. Well, your greed's gonna kill you. You know what, let's just go through these zombies. Let them come to us. Assuming they will come to us. Colton. Let's... Throwing dagger. Raphael, You are primarily fire-based. Let's burn this one. He can still take a little damage, though. Heal this one out of existence. Paula, I'm gonna put you right here and just... That'll be your whole turn. Can wait, along with Paula. Raphael, you too. Yeah. That's what I was hoping would happen. One of them would come step on that statue. Let's heal this zombie to death. You can't... You can come down here and stab this one. Real quick, just... Stabbing the zombies as fast as we can, our rogues. I think we should be able to kill them all before they get another turn. Raphael just needs to make sure there's a little bit of fire hits. 95% chance. And that's all the zombies did, real quick. Got a couple of scratches, but hopefully nobody got infected. We're gonna at least open this door. Open these chests. I don't think we're gonna go fight that elite enemy. We're just going to return to the guild. We're just trying to make some fast cash here. We would like to have some ready cash on hand just in case we need it real fast. So I'm trying to keep our people from getting injured. I'll go ahead and take that roll. Other than this, well, did get double on the willpower. I'm torn here. I'm gonna reroll. Okay. It's really low chance to get double on the wisdom, but that's fine. Ooh, that put you in a bad mood. Let's make sure you get a drink. And have you go learn some new skills here. You also would want some... You... Born Leader, you don't have anything particularly standing out that I need to worry about with skill synergies. I'm going to give you some inner power, no reason not to. Paula, you have low skill points. You're a fast learner. Lucky. pocket sand. Oh, and another... let's just go with dirty fighting. Passive. Let's talk to Rogue while we're here. Safe to talk here, Guildmaster. I admit that when I first heard the bandits were acting up, I was suspicious whether they had anything to do with it. You think they do? Not anymore. I investigated it, but they would be far more subtle in their approach. Well, it would have been weird in the first place if they just randomly had anything to do with bandits. Don't underestimate their reach, Guildmaster. There are lots of things that seem unrelated but are actually influenced by them. One day you really have to tell me who they are. Never! Then stop building them up! We should keep it short. What about Bandit King? It's quite the fancy title for a dead man. What do you mean? In my experience, someone who calls this much attention to themselves won't live for long. We should keep it short. That's all. Watch your back, Guildmaster. There was a sparring accident between Penelope and Chase. We are still looking for some mage armor and Penelope's rogue stuff. Blacksmith, you have anything? You have some weapons for the rogue. You have an opinion on these bandits. Bandits, huh? Unusually usually crude weapons. Heavy armor should suffice. C, anything else you'd like to say? No. I just can't read this guy. What about the Bandit King? I see. You wouldn't have a Bandit King Slayer around, would you? No. I could craft a sword and call it Bandit King Slayer if you need me to. Is he also joking? I can't tell if he's joking. That's all. Get back to work then. Penelope... That was a set of daggers for you. Although nothing else. Oop. Just meant to close it. Don't have any heavies. So, Chase, you have some real strength, but very low intel. I don't know what to make you. What I want to do is go assignment. Endurance and strength, gross. Oh. Get some intelligent growth. Vulcan. Raphael is right lazy. Chase. You go with Vulcan. I think that's the only straightforward one we're gonna do here. We want some safe hunting. Raphael, Karen, Colton, everyone who is not healing. Go on a hunt. Give me a couple days. New week. Some adventurers are in a really bad mood. What happened? Oh, black cats. The adventurers aren't usually the superstitious type, but the guild seems to have suddenly harbor black cats in every corner you look. They can't help but wonder if there's a sign from the gods that something bad's close to happening. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend some money, try to get some better rooms. gold, some blood, and some pelts. Chase finishes training with Falcon. Let's buy drinks for everyone in a really bad mood. Let's get that leather armor for Penelope. Tavern. We have some people here. We've got a fast learner, but you are a drunkard. Hot-blooded but kind and short-sighted. Ooh. Magically inclined with a mage cord but pessimist. Oof. Kind and an optimist, but you got a death wish. Okay. Brave. Resourceful. Pretty. Adrian, you are from a small, unremarkable village where nothing really much happens. Some villages would at least have to deal with roaming monsters, but Adrian's village was so well hidden that even travelers would rarely find their way into the village. Adrian grew older. He was afraid that this was all his life would ever amount to. An unremarkable life in an unremarkable village. One day, however, adventurers passed through the village by pure chance. It was the very first encounter Adrian ever had with adventurers. During his short stay, he would ask them about their lives and would tell them stories about exciting adventures and great riches. Of course, most of their stories were embellished and exaggerated, but at the time, Adrian wouldn't know. After a month passed since the adventurers left the village, Adrian and some other youths in the village met up to leave their homes in secret, hoping to become adventurers themselves. Yeah, we'll take you on. Philene? You're not bad. I mean, you are just a tank. 100% tank. I'm gonna... She never knew her father. All ever her mother's was that he died... was that she died whilst trying to provide for her family, but never told what exactly happened. It wasn't until she met an adventurer who introduced himself as an old friend of her father. I'm assuming that should be from her mother. Threw me off a lot there. We learned that her father used to be an adventurer. The adventurer told Philene about the adventures they used to have together, and even about the quests that eventually killed her father. After hearing those stories about her father, she decided she would become an adventurer. Her mother protested. The reason why she never told her about her father was because she was afraid this might happen, afraid that she might lose her child the same way as her husband. She knew, however, that she couldn't stop Philene, so she at least made her promise to always send her a message letting her know that Philene was alright. To this day, Philene has kept that promise. She's resilient, she loves playing, and she's lazy. She's just tank. That's fine. Rihanna, I want to invite you and have you become a mage. You don't have the natural like your starting intelligence isn't great, but these combined, you're gonna definitely do something. Kultith. took care of her kids since her parents died. Became a drunkard in the process. Yeah, we're taking a lot of people right now. Brianna. You should become a mage. Yeah? I mean, what's your starting stats? If I just say go become a warrior, we haven't unlocked the I'll decide later. Actually, no, because you do need to level up in the right class. So if you become a warrior, there is a class down the list. I'm just gonna make you a mage. There's a class down the list that learn to become a warrior mage, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to figure out exactly. I kind of want to just wait a couple of days. Teach you basic spells. And then one more day. And there, everyone has some level of happiness now that they have nicer rooms. Not everyone's depressed. I didn't want anyone to get too depressed and leave. I think next time we will start off with taking a quest. We keep running low on money. I keep trying to keep this up, but we're struggling. But we've got more people now. We will take multiple quests in a row. Sure, we'll be able to piece it all together. But that'll be next time. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, leave a comment, leave a like, go ahead and subscribe, anything that'll interact with the video. If you want to see me make more content. And I'll see you next time.